This is Hyundai's most powerful vehicle they've ever produced. Sitting beside me here is the 2025 IONIQ N that boasts a staggering 640 horsepower, which is crazy, out of this vehicle. Let's check it out. My name is Brendan Maslin. I'm the General Sales Manager here at Pkwy Nissan of Stony Creek. Today, we're going to be reviewing the 2025 IONIQ N behind me, spending some time to get to know this vehicle. Now, unfortunately, where we are in Hamilton, Ontario, the weather conditions aren't the greatest as of right now. Where we should really be with this vehicle is on the Nürburgring or some racetrack somewhere, experiencing the power that this thing puts out and the braking. As Hyundai advertises, this vehicle has more braking stoppage power than anything they've ever produced. I think it's impressive coming out of an EV like this. As we're seeing gas prices soaring here in Canada and south of the border in the United States of America, these are the types of vehicles I think we're gonna get into as we get into an EV spring market and an EV summer. So this one here, let's talk about it. So this one's in the Performance Matte Finish Blue. It's a $1,500 paint option, and I think this makes it so much different and shows off the body lines. Again, as it is a matte finish with all the angular lines we have on the hood, how it chisels out that front bumper. I love the look of what they've done here, the gloss black finish. I'm a huge fan of the headlights. If you've seen any of our previous videos on these IONIQs, massive fan. I can appreciate all makes and models of all different backgrounds, if you will, but I am a big fan of these particular vehicles in any of the IONIQ 5 formats, but especially on the IONIQ N. Gloss black finish, love that red, almost lava-like accent that we have here. As we move along the side of the vehicle, those massive brakes that I was speaking about, the brakes on this vehicle are the biggest brakes and most powerful brakes for stopping distances of any Hyundai they've ever produced. I don't know the official lap times on this vehicle at the Nürburgring, which is the king of all racetracks globally on planet Earth, and it would be amazing to see how this thing would perform on a track. We're gonna actually look into that. We'll post in the description the lap time that this vehicle has accomplished running around the Nürburgring. I would think it would do very well with the brakes and the amount of power and how it delivers it. I think this vehicle is a supercar killer for the price point that it's at. Let us know, do you agree with that? Do you think this car could take on most of those supercars that are 4 or 5 times the price of this? Let us know and leave a comment down below. Looking along the side here, did I talk about this blue? I think I did, but I want to point this out. I think as we look at the comparables across the country right now, or in the province of Ontario, we have the one of one right now. There's no other 2025 IONIQ Ns currently on the marketplace used with the price point we have this priced at. And if there are other ones that are out there, they're black or white, and those are beautiful. But if you're gonna get a car like this, I think you gotta spice it up a little bit and have something a little bit fun and unique, and this does it. Being the fact that it's a matte finish, when you look at all the seams and everything on the car, it really pops, right? Where if it was a gloss vehicle, it wouldn't show it as much. We've got the beautiful gloss mirrors. I love how the door handles pop out when the vehicle is unlocked for an easy release, and then when the vehicle gets locked up, how the doors actually release and come back into the body of the vehicle. Neat thing. Love this little flare on the back. I'm not sure that it's there for any true coefficient of drag. It looks awesome, it looks cool, and you can see where the designers and engineers really put a lot of emphasis into this vehicle. Yeah, so let us know your thoughts. What do you think of the side profile of the IONIQ? Let's take a look at the back here. Love the retro vibe that the IONIQ 5s give. In one of my other videos, I had commented that it kind of reminds me of like the Sega, Atari kind of old school gaming systems with the way the lights are on this. Very retro, love the way that looks. And I love the rear canards, how we've got that in the back here. Rear braking light, rear backup camera on the back. This has got to be one of the nicest looking, obviously best performing EVs today on the market. And I always thought that the Tesla Model Y Performance was the best performer, and for a number of years it was, but this one's the new champ. So let's check out the back here. So in the back, decent amount of space. I love how it's got like that coupe-like design. We've got the little tonneau cover, retractable for the back. Good amount of space, floors at a good height, easy for lifting things into the back. Yes, if you're going to the racetrack, you might want to put some extra tires in the back if you're going to burn through the rubber. But aside from that, if you're going to be on the golf course this time of the year, if you're going to be playing hockey, football, soccer, baseball, getting into baseball season soon, those are the kind of things that you'd want to have in here. You got plenty of space for it. For a vehicle of this size, kind of checks the boxes for multiple categories and multiple people to live with it. You could be a younger person, younger age, someone that's retired looking for something that offers space but gives you that thrill and excitement when driving an EV like this. It could be for anybody of all ages. Let's hop inside and see what the inside of this IONIQ N is like. So we're in the IONIQ 5N. Now, having been in multiple IONIQ 5s or EVs, I will say by far, and not even close, this is the sportiest of them all. The seats you get in, bucket seats, but they have a beautiful bolster on the outside, leather with this gorgeous felt, almost Alcantara-ish. I love the N logo at the very top here, and I love the fact of how the headrest is built into the actual seat itself. It's not height adjustable up and down. I do like this. It's a little sportier. I think it looks fantastic. Job well done. I really like the fact too, inside the vehicle, how everything is charcoal or black finish with beautiful performance blue lighting or brushed aluminum style finishes on the dashboard itself. It feels the part, right? A lot of these vehicles, they look the part on the outside, but then you get in them and you're like, does it work? Does it go with the full outside feel and vibe? And this most certainly does. It feels sporty. You fire it up, you hit the EV start button, push start, and you expect a little bit of that quietness, obviously, that an EV has. This one here pipes and sound as if it were a fully gas-powered combustible engine, and it makes it feel sporty. I think they've done a good job with that. Looking at it here, we've got our driver heads-up display in the very front. We've got, of course, here our automatic headlights. The door panels are thick, provide lots of cushion and bolsters for the arm. We've got all of our power features down below. Our power mirrors, they are foldable and collapsible, so if you are parking it in underground parking or in a garage space that might be a little bit tighter, if you have maybe an EV and a big truck, a few EVs, either way is fine. This is the kind of vehicle that you want to be able to kind of tighten up so that no one's going to scratch it, slide up against it, or possibly damage the beautiful finish on the outside body of the vehicle or on the mirrors themselves. Looking at the steering wheel, there's a lot going on here. Like, we've got N buttons, N modes, we've got different drive modes, but the favorite one here that everyone talks about, with the weather being as what it is today, we haven't yet experienced it, but it has grin mode. This vehicle tops out at over 250 kilometers per hour. Insane. You would never think that. And it does 0 to 60 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.4 seconds. To me, that's crazy. I remember having been in the car industry now for 20 years when the Nissan GTR Halo supercar came out in 2009. That car did it in 3.3 seconds. And that was in today's world now, $150,000 car. And they're still selling for that. This car does it out of an EV small little hatchback like this. Staggering, mind-blowing, the fact that this can do that. And I've seen videos of this car doing head-to-head comparisons with like Lamborghini Aventadors, V12s, and it just blows my mind that this vehicle can keep up and stay with those guys. For anybody that has experienced one, or if you own a IONIQ N right now, or if you're currently looking, then you already know that this is a true game changer, not only just the car market, but EVs as a whole. Looking at the dash here, shows currently we've got an 85% battery life remaining, 235 kilometers till empty. We've got a beautiful display here for your Sirius XM, Google, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. Down below, love the fit and finish here, very simple. We've got our home screen, seek and track modes for your different audio, your media button to navigate between XM, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, or just your Bluetooth audio if you want to stream it. We've got a gorgeous wireless charging pad. I really like the win here for me is where they've placed this. Some vehicles it's down below, you gotta move levers to get to it, or it's in these sometimes odd spots, but I love how this little column piece here in the center part of between these two seats comes up, and I love the placement of it. I think it's great. I think it's genius. It's simple, right? The wireless charging here, and then we've got our USB-C plugins, 2 of those as well, if you had multiple phones in here, or for people, rear occupants in the back of the vehicle that you wanted to charge for. We also have another USB here in the front, 12 volt plug-in, and then massive cup holders down below with almost like a urethane material. So if you spilt anything, it would stay contained in the actual armrest or center console here and not spill it onto that beautiful carpet or mats that you have inside the vehicle. Let us know, what do you think of the interior of this IONIQ N, and could you see yourself driving a vehicle like this? Now let's hop out and get our final thoughts on the IONIQ N 2025. All right, and that's it for the IONIQ N 2025. in performance blue. There's a ton of competition in the EV market. Between Tesla, Hyundai, they've got some really unique cars. The Ford Mach-E, the Nissan Ariya, B4Z from Toyota. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different ones that are out there, and there's always something new that's coming. But right now, I think, tell me if you disagree, we can arm wrestle over this one via the internet. If this one here is the most impressive EV, fastest car currently on the market. Is there anything that takes the crown right now? Because I think this one's it. Please, if you can make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to Pkwy Nissan of Stoney Creek, we'd greatly appreciate it as we post new videos like this on all makes and models and all different car reviews every week. Stay tuned for the next one, and we'll see you on the next video. Come and get it.